Hello, and welcome to another video. Well, I would do some more code crafting. So I'm ahead on the shell course, like I've done all the extensions. There's some in the waiting. I have been making some improvements to it. That's not the right one there. So if we maybe come here, there. Yeah. And maybe do something like that. And so in personal and code crafters, and what we did the shell. So we've got a program. Get rid of that. That probably yeah. I have a auto backup. That yeah. So if I look at maybe the unstage, so it did like add some other stuff. So what I can do is maybe just do a basically. So this stuff isn't shown to you. Oh no, I can just go get commit. Is that what I want to do? Untracked. We also had an bar and food, I guess, that I want to. Can we do a get on that? And so, how do we do this? I think I have to just do something like that. And now I can do some rebasing, but maybe do it interactive. And maybe do a couple more. Gosh, you start off with a bit of thing. So I think I can just get rid of those two. But if I do that, will it complain? Could not apply, and that because right. So if we go get rebates at board, we can try the same, but I think we can get show head dash and we can see what it did, and it was just those three. So these piles I can kind of get rid of. The other two, maybe I'll kind of keep going. I have been doing so I think you can start it with this. I've been doing like a bunch of stuff, mainly around like input. So I can't recall what the issue was with it. Yeah, so to start off with, it was if I had a new line, it would crash because it kind of asserted that it couldn't find the end semi quote, double quote. But now you can kind of go multiple lines and it will show you things. But there's more to go, and I did actually notice that there's some bugs. So, like, if we cat, that's me testing. So, once we kind of run a program now, it's kind of broke. So if we go PQ, I think the shell target, yeah, we can get out of that. Now, probably there's a loose cat running around in my laptop. I just wanted to say that. Gosh, it'll be like, what do you call them? Zombie? Yeah, it's a zombie cat. Because, will it be a zombie? Zombies are the ones that are dead that are still running around. This one's just an orphan. So like, if we look at PS3 and Grateful Cat, there are no cats. So yeah, maybe Cat is smart enough to know that. Yeah, we'll do it. But anyhow, I don't really want to work on this one, so we'll get out of there. And what I want to start working on is the Git one, and potentially we can dog food this quite a lot, because we have to use git, the command, and if I kind of write my own git, then it will be kind of cool. So there's a few stages, and I think there's also does it say maybe you can't see what the extensions are until you start building. But to start off with, it will kind of tell us all about the Git directories and whatnot, and what blobs are and stuff. It actually reminds me of it's probably long gone off the internet, but there was a Stripe CTF. Gosh, I could have worn my old T-shirt. So was this? Yeah, so like they had a new version, but I want the old version. Yeah, so that's like the from 2012, but no, there was something from earlier than that, I feel. But yeah. Anyhow, there was a part of, oh, maybe it was this one. Yeah, so this was like inspired by them. Oh no, that was like, maybe that was one. Maybe it wasn't the Stripe one. There was something I recall that you had to make Gitcoin. Maybe I can just search that. Gitcoin, CTF. Gitcoin's probably like a thing. Yeah, that's. Oh, maybe it was Stripe 3.0. Gosh. But yeah, this had a Gitcoin. Yeah, and you had to like mine this thing with Git hashes, and you had to basically construct your own Git, construct your own hashes, construct your own commits fully, and kind of make sure that they all started with zeros at the start, which I found quite funny. But yeah, maybe let's start building this. We'll just stick with C. I think I've been doing C for all of these so far, and gosh, I can't like see everything because I've got a little window to hide what is shown to you. Right, so we kind of have to start off with this, and we have to do an empty commit, which is a little gross. And yeah, that happened. I kind of want to github.com, Hugh Davenport, and interesting. Oh, the failure is unexpected. I think that gets me every time. Right, so repositories. I think I want to add in a what Codecrafters Git C, and none of those are helpful. We will just create it, thanks. And what I want to do is get Brand. In fact, I might just edit. You're not meant to, but I'll edit this manually, and because I kind of want to. Maybe I will do it properly. I'll do it how it would have done it. So we're wanting to change remotes, and I kind of want to say this is the Codecrafters remote rather than Origin, and you kind of have to edit it there as well. Otherwise, master won't know where to push. But you also need to do gosh, you have to do like a um branches. Is this what I want? No. Refs. That's yeah, we might want to do it. And so this remote origin, I kind of just want to move the whole thing to code crafters instead. Um, and was there other things? Heads? No, tags shouldn't have anything. And so, like, this has kind of fixed it from what it was. So that would have done the same thing as what branch, like, is rename the thing. I just forget how to. Oh, all right. It would have been get remote and rename. Yeah, that's why tab completion didn't work. It would have done this, that code. But I did it manually because that's what I do. And that's mainly so I can just kind of do this and do that. And so now we will have our main thing here. And what I want to do is maybe edit our README. So maybe I'll make this, yeah, I'll do this now. I kind of want maybe sacrifice a little. So I want to do this, and there's another README in, say, the shell one. And we can see what I normally put in. So I normally put in my Patreon and YouTube, but the YouTube is really TBD. So I'll put just that for now. So I'll show the link and that. So this is the starting point for that. Is that what I want to do? And no, I kind of want to say something like that. No, yeah, no. I want to get something like that. Gosh, are these like? All right, so uh, do that, and then find. Let me go there and do that. Do again, and so I don't need that. And that, and maybe I'll search for that TBD and search for that and TBD. And so there'll be echoes coming at the thing. And does this say, yeah, so running the program. Well, this is really just running. I can probably just copy all of that, and that's just the end. Perfect. But we do say shell, so maybe git implementation, and the rest of this doesn't really get needed. cool. I'll get rid of that. And I also probably want to copy the license from the shell one. So it is under MIT, I believe. So yeah, the MIT license. That's just what it is, and this is kind of the mundane stuff that I do. So it's really like, yes, do that. Um, and that, and yeah, and that, commit, release early under MIT. And now if we push, so by default, it will push to this. And so now this should have updated to say a bit more things. Though this doesn't actually say that. Maybe I want this TBD because uh, do something like that. Git push, and I have the lease, so let's do that. All right, so that's that. Potentially, I don't need that. But yeah, that's that. And I will also kind of be able to go to Codecrafters, and they'll kind of do a little test. But what I should do is, where are we? Main C. So this is our main file. Yeah, I think I want this not quite as in there. I want to be able to see things. Gosh, this has some commented code that I can just uncomment. So maybe I should just do that. Find and I kind of I need to like learn the things a little better. Alright, and I don't really want you or you, or you or you, or you weirdly, and you don't need to be referencing. I kind of want to get rid of all of these weird white spacey things. So, and we seem to be using spaces everywhere. Cool. Right. So this is now going to be our new file, and it looks like it's going to be doing things. All right, so we literally have one command to initialize the thing. So we do this uncomment code. We just are meant to do that. That's all right. Oh, this is weird. It's like showing both in the same thing. Right, so it's going to do a bunch of things and do some things. Is this like all we need to do for this? So I wonder, maybe now that I have that a little better, so we could probably go to sort person or Codecrafters. And what are we doing now? We get, so in here, we could probably um, like stage 1. And we can push this to origin and also Codecrafters. And the Codecrafters will be oh right, so it has to be called master. Interesting. Right, let's fix things up a little. Um, 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 yeah. Did I change this? I didn't think I did, to be honest. So I want to move main to master. So that's one thing that I want to do. And I also want to set upstream of origin to be master now. And I guess that means in github.com, I need to do a little thing. Yeah, so now it wants me to do a pull request. But I want it to just change the default branch to be master. So how do we do this? Is this something we can do? Or is this something we can do? I mean, I can do this type of thing, right? We'll delete this and we'll rename this to master. There's probably another menu showing that, and still says main, but I imagine if I refresh, it will do that. And if I go here, cool, and if we did this, it'll probably say nothing to change yet. Cool. So right now, can we push to Codecrafters as well? So it'll be like, yes, you can. And now we should pass this test. That was kind of weird that one of the stages they just gave to me. I guess it's showing me the basis of how to do it. Oh, lucky to know that 98% of users that do that. Yeah, cool. What is... that's cool. What is the thing I need to do? Right, so we need cat file. So in this, I kind of want to change things a little. So I'm going to make a an init something like this. So in the shell project, I also had like structures and stuff to do things. But for now, I will just kind of do this, and potentially I can, let's go to here and yoink this with init and maybe we'll return there, and then inside of here we can just do a yoink, well, the opposite of a yoink, and do a paste. So what does this do? It does like a bunch of things. We try and do some things, we try and do some things. So head file is something that we create here. So it doesn't really need to take any arguments. So one thing I might do is maybe commit that change up just to make it a bit easier for the future. So we can say move init to its and that will get init. So we can do that, and maybe we can do git push to Codecrafters just to see whether that will do the trick. We don't have cat file, that's all right, but what I want to know is did that break other things? Yeah, so init still worked fine. So, what other commands do we want? So, I guess here I want to make a start of a pattern. So we will have something like this, and instead of init, it will be cat file. And here we can call this cat file. That's interesting. So I was thinking if I were to make defines and stuff, I can put cat file in, but I would somehow then need to make it a lowercase. Not a lowercase, well, like an underscore, not a minus. And I wonder if that's possible. So to kind of give you an idea on what I'm thinking, if we look at our yeah, it's weird how sometimes they're app and sometimes they're source. So here we have a command T. So we have like some built-ins, and what it's doing is we give it a name, and so it can just say the stringified version of the thing we give it. But we also use it here as a token paster. And that is the macro pasting. I don't know. Yeah, these boys. Yeah, token pasting operator. I didn't find the actual stuff, but what I want to know is whether this can be like I kind of want to replace stuff with underscores. Yeah, I'll have a think to see whether I can actually think of that. But for now, I don't really want to work on that far, and we'll just do that. And we can have just a bunch of else and stuff. Right, so the cat file command. This brings up an interesting conundrum. Cat final command. I suppose we can't have cat dash file command. And interestingly, if I were building my language, there are sometimes reasons why you can't have certain things. But like, here we are in a global scope. And if, say, we were writing an expression, we could have stuff like that. And that's fine in C's global scope. The thing is, we can't, there's no token that would be valid here that isn't in equals. Well, maybe I speak too soon, but like the negative token isn't really valid. But for now, we have to stick with it, and because of that, we have to become snakes. because it goes like a snake. Otherwise, it'll be like, I don't know, what's that? It's like, it doesn't really have a thing. So in cat file command, what do we want to do? So we have to, like, what's the test that it's going to do? Cool. So we'll cat file. So we need to take in some arguments and whatnot. So maybe minus p. And is that something that Git has? I think cat file, something like this. So yeah, it does have minus p. It's got like a lot of things, but like I wonder if that minus p. So that's like pretty printing. Yeah. Like how does this test us? I mean, what I can do is kind of coax the thing. Um, yeah, I can just coax it to return a thing, and we can do a cheeky code crafted. I won't. Yeah, I wonder, like, if we did something like this, and maybe I want to do a switch with the C, and if so I'm on a different branch now. So if I did something like this, and then I did the Codecrafters text, will it complain that I'm on a different branch? It seems not. But yeah, it is now telling me what it's trying to do, which is, I guess, what it did there. So yeah, let's have a little look see. So I guess cat file might be very simple. So um, in fact, we can do like a tree of Git, which doesn't have too many things in at the moment. And in this case, like it's not the thing that we have, but if we say ignore all the sample hooks that it puts in, have a look at objects, we can see how it's kind of laid out. It starts with folders with two characters, the first two characters of a hash, which we're given that hash. There. So we would go to .git slash object slash F5, and then inside of that, there will be hopefully a file that is just called that. So I guess to start with, we need to worry about the argument passing. So here, I think I need to kind of pass in arg c and arg v, but I kind of want to do the same over here, and I guess in here I want to int arg c and char start arg v, and we'll call it that just for consistency. And I guess here as well, there's actually a char start in p if you put it, but that's like real old school. So for now, what's our init gonna do? I guess I don't want that. I also don't really want that. Like what does get init say if we somewhere else get init B? And if we are in a place and we go get init, it does kind of print something. All right. It initialize empty or get repository. And we could say in where we are, but I guess we haven't said where we are. So if so, I kind of want to do a little trick that after we read an arg, we kind of consume it. So we can do some define. Maybe we could just call it arg. And what it's going to do is going, do I need to do that? No, I think I don't need to. What arg is going to do is, yeah, I think I do need that. Arg is going to be, well, in fact, I don't need to do anything fancy. It's just going to be arg v plus plus, arg c minus minus. And both of them are prefixed. So I think I can do something like that. And what I'm going to do is we're going to have here we're going to have a program, and that can equal. Maybe I do want it to have brackets just to look normal, and we can undef R because we're no longer pirates at that point. So at that point there, we can kind of change these, and it's kind of doing a shift at the same time. And for a test, we can just see what happens when we run this. Let's get out of A and B, and we'll go into Codecrafters Git, and we'll see what happens when we're running. We're doing CMake. Why are we doing CMake? All right. So this just like how do I like run this locally? It said something in the README that I kind of took out. So git log minus p, yeah, minus p, and maybe just look at README. So what's this going to do? I do have GCC, but this is running CMake. It's just what it's doing. I wonder if code MS dot Codecrafters. Yeah, so here there's also this. That also wants me to have CMake. So what's it kind of wanting from me? It's like it builds that on the fly. So I need like a VC. I don't get why they have this. Do I just not need that option maybe? Will I be able to run? No. Like, can we? I'm just going to instead of this do a GCC. What are we going to do? We'll make the build in GCC minus if. Well, I kind of want to put on a few flags. Then tick and Senate highs equals address. Just to see if I'm making some bad things, and then we can like output to build Git. And what do we want to do? Maybe just is it source source main.c, and we can change that as we get along. Can we just make the minus 3? All right. So if do something like that, but then find this. Something like that. So if there's a directory, that'll be true. Otherwise, make the directory and then do all the compiling of stuff. Yeah, Pendentic is a thing. Pendentic. Cool. Now we have some things. So I think I want to make maybe this make PRG can just be GCC minus W or minus W error and minus WP then tick and minus F sanitize equals address, and we can just give it minus O build / git, and we can give it source / main.c. Do that, and then we can kind of get that going there. Right, so we don't read command. Can we do stuff like that? No, it doesn't really like that, but we could do something like void program. It kind of like, do we want to use it? Right, so here we should probably return 0, but sometimes we don't. See, that was and something that didn't come up before. But yeah, now if we do that, so it reckoned I should have an alias, and I think I kind of do for here, because I want to team git. Oh, that doesn't exist. I'm going to go there, and we're going to get there by d, and then I kind of wanted alias git to be equal to source person now code is git see your program by such. And now if we do git, yeah, so it tells me what to do. Right. So at this point here, we can kind of pass in the cat file command. And this arg is potentially something we can just have everywhere. It doesn't really make sense calling it other places, but sometimes it might. But I guess here, if we have arg C, I kind of want to make init do things a bit more before moving on into whatever it was, cat file. Because get init does take like a bunch of other things, but I kind of want to also pass in the directory, because sometimes you might go get init foo and you want it to make the directory foo. And the rest we'll just leave as is. So if argc at this point has more than one thing, then we want to do a thing. Well, we kind of want to. Is that like a thing? Can we chdir? Yeah, we can chdir. And if we did that, will we have to kind of change back? So I guess we need to check whether the directory exists. Ideally it doesn't actually. So if we make the a, and if we get an a, so yeah, and they're different between the two. So it will need to make the directory, but can we go yeah, what does this make to return? Is it a 2? It is a 2. So make will do some things. I kind of want it to like make only if maybe I want this make at as well. All right, so we want to make at and this first thing that it wanted was at fdcwd. So at fdcwd at the file descriptive current working directory. And we want to, like, are we passing it a file descriptor there? No, we're passing it a name and a mode. So we kind of want to give it, this was if I see it's great there. And we will take in the can be an R. And so this, gosh, is that how like it makes it? So if we get in it it is 755, but what is my EU mask? So like if I make the B, what does that kind of do? What if I EU? So I think the U mask is quite giving. So what if we don't have the O? Are we like not allowed to do this? Like, but I think I want something like that, right? And yeah, that takes off the O. 007. So now if we like get rid of those two, so I want to see what happens with the init and also with the make-dir. We can see what happens with both. So it seems like it takes into account my UMask. So that means this mode is like maybe a bit too giving. I wonder if we can get UMask. Is that like some right? So we can set the mask. How do we get the mask? It's used by open and make dir. Right. So the make dir, maybe we don't want the. Or is this like, I get it, will this remap it? We can test some things. It's doing that weird thing. So what does this return us? -1 on the error. And so the -1, we kind of want to see if it already exists. But not necessarily a thing. No, we. Is there a way that we can or we can do a stat? So there's stat and there's access. Maybe access is a thing. Directory. So that I don't think will kind of tell me. That just says whether I'm allowed to access it, I guess. But if I'm not, then these things will fail. Right, so this stat did some things. Does it tell me like what the struct stat looks like? Stat buff. Stat 3 type. All right. I can just do that. Perfect. So this will have a thing saying whether it's a directory, a directory. Open has a thing. So if we open a thing, it should tell us what it is. Right, so open directory, that will fail. And that's opened. Was that thing open a directory? And that opens a dir. Oh man, I remember this from uni. Like no one uses that. Like you can open a dir. Um, so I think I want to open or potentially open it. But I want to do it with O directory, which will make the thing fail. And yeah, open it is the same thing. And when we fail, I want to just make sure that it's not. Um, yeah, maybe I'll just see what it returns. So this dir char start dir equals so it will just start off with that. And so I guess we kind of need to. No, I kind of like the CD option, and then we don't really have to do like string appends and stuff. So we want to make Durat this whole thing. If that whole thing equals -1, that means this dir failed. So did this have a directory? Or like exists? So I think not necessarily a directory. I'm going in circles, sorry. But we could do. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. We can do this make Durat, and we can, yeah. And dir fd equals, and we can have it equals cwd. And here we can, might need to do some things. So to start off with, I will just check that I can do that, dir fd. So it will essentially do the same thing that it was already doing. In this case, that we well, like we kind of almost don't care about the result of this. Ignore error, because now if we did the open at and you didn't put in so if we did that open at FDCWD, and this will be the and open at, and we want the mode open at, so DFD path name flags in the mode, but the mode's like not necessary. Is that what that's saying? So what are the flags that I wanted to do? There was something like so flags, perfect. We want O directory, and that will fail. So O directory. So I think something like that. And if this whole thing equals -1, that means that we couldn't. Well, really. So this returns us a DFD. Yeah, cool. So what I kind of want to do is do FD equals this, and we'll lock off that, and we'll do this before the thing, and if before the make dir, if it equals -1, we will try and create the directory. But if we could not create the directory, we'll print an error. Otherwise, that should have succeeded. So we'll do the same thing again, which should hopefully succeed. Like I kind of want to do an assert, but I also kind of don't, because like it doesn't really matter if it doesn't. So failed to create. Yeah, right. And at this point here, dir fd should be not equal to -1. So down here, we probably want to, if dir fd not equal to, what was the thing? It was at fd. There wasn't where I was it? At fd cwd. Here, at FD If that isn't the case, then we want to do a close on the FD. And we don't really care too much about that. Now, this if open, we probably want it to be an if open at, and probably pass in the FD. Is if open at a thing? Is if open at a thing? How do we do? If D open, is that what I want? Or like if D open associates a stream with an existing file descriptor FD. Alright, so it's a little a little trickier, so I guess what we need to do is have something like this open at, because open at was a thing. Yeah, open at is a thing. And we can have dirfb and dot get slash head. And it wanted some modes as well, but this open at flags, what the flags need to be. So we can have create, because is that what W would normally do? So what would W normally do? It would truncate and create. So we need to also do a truncate. Is there? So it defaults not in append mode, so it defaults to that. So I guess we just want create and then the mode, but the mode argument must be supplied if it's there. So otherwise, yeah, that makes sense. All right, we have to give it a mode. It's kind of weird. No, first, first we needed to give it a flag, which was going to be O trunk. Perfect. O trunk and O create. O trunk. What do you do? Create. But is there a create at? No. Right. So O create, O trunk, and there was another one that I needed. Yeah. What do you do? Is that the two I needed? And we needed a mode after that. What is create? Oh. Read write only. Is that what that is? Read write only. Read only, write only, or read write. Right. So how do we have this? The W is for writing. So O rewrite. Write only. And now we want the mode it'll be, and like this gets like you must. So like I mean we could not bother with the constants. So I guess this is going to be 0644, going in line with all of the other things. So this is going to be that. And now if head, if D. So that should create it. So if that is -1, that's going to happen. Otherwise, we want to do this fd open, fd open, fd open, and we're just going to button head fd, and it should hopefully just work. And here we should probably close the head fd. I wonder if fclose will kind of close the underlying thing. Because if we fd open this guy, cool, we've made it compatible, we've made sure the mode is right, and it's right only. It's not duped, so it will be closed when. Cool, so we do not need to close. We'll close if the that's just what will happen. So I wonder if this will work. I mean, it potentially just will work completely, but what I wanted to do was, can we run Git? We can't run it at the moment. So I guess we need to add in some fcntl include fcntl.h. Maybe you can go at the top, I guess. It's meant to be right, right only. And no, I did actually want to close it in the unisted. Gosh, I haven't had unisted yet. Include unisted.h. Right, so now that should work. So if we ls minus a everything, we have nothing here. So if we go get in it, oh, it's segfault, lovely. So we've tried to read a null pointer by the looks. It's kind of interesting. So I kind of want to copy. I kind of want to do a. What do I want to do? In here, I kind of want to change a. Make a debug program .sh, and I kind of want to stop recording on 2. And we can run this whole thing, and maybe along with everything, I'll do ggdb, something like that. And here we can exec gdb args. And if we also do a chp plus x this file, and I kind of want to also include the minus ggdb minus here. And here we can do an alias for git debug, I guess. And here we can alias that to debug program. So here we can see, right, it is doing that. But if we do git debug, we can. Oh no, it doesn't really let us see. Oh no, it does. Cool. Seek fault on here. So here we are at frame 1. So command is nothing. Interesting. Makes me want to break on main and run this bad boy again. So PRC and PRB. So RB current. Yeah, maybe I'll do a display of RB and a display of ArcC. And here we can see what happened when we did that. So that kind of brought things down easy. And then command should get set. So I think uneven programs like not a thing. So is arg not doing what I wanted? Do we just want arg with no thing? Break main. I'm sure it was working before though. That's like the weird thing. So display program, display command, and we'll also display arg B and display RC. So at this point here, it should have read program. It has not. It set it to null, which is frustrating. Because I would have thought it was doing this kind of. I kind of want that curseness. Because, yeah, I kind of see what happens. The expression. Is that what I want? I don't know. Oh, no, we just don't need argc at all in this thing. But we do kind of need to kind of get rid of it. So what I could do is do something like this, and would that be what I want? We can, yeah, unfortunately you have to restart break main. So if we run this, and so P program is now the right thing, and P command is now the right thing. So if we just run that git init, it's now initted a bunch of things. So maybe if I have a look at make sure it has actually done things, and like theoretically, oh no, because user bin git. Theoretically, I can kind of see what it is. The git is my thing. So what if I get rid of that and I go and get init A instead? It doesn't say where it puts it, which could be useful, but here we can see it has created the A directory, and it's created all the folders inside. What if I get rid of that and do the umarks 007, and if I do a git init, it hasn't got the things, that's kind of what I wanted. And if I do the same for A and do that, yeah, I think that is kind of working. Cool. So here we can maybe print out where we printed it. Where did we get it? So I kind of want to say, well, I also haven't kind of tested whether we can do stuff like dot get a. Can we go to get init dot slash a, and it's created a thing, and it looks like it's done the right thing. So because like this kind of says in. So I guess where is that path going to be? In that, and maybe we can get path. So get path is just going to be a thing. I guess get path is either going to be whatever the arg is, or it's going to be a thing. Char get path. Maybe we'll set it to null, and here we can set it to get path. Maybe I'll do something like this. So dir is actually kind of omnipresent, and here we can go slash dots get slash that's where we created it. And if dir, and I guess here we would have to say dir. If dir equals null, then we want to get CWD. Is this what I want? Get CWD, and you just get me the current thing. All right, so we got a path max. So guess we have the char buff path max. And this is going to then get called into this get CWD of buff and path max. And I wonder if we actually have path max kind of done that in return. It returns that, and we don't have to free this. But what we can do is basically set it to dir, and then this should kind of do the thing. And yeah, so path max wasn't a thing. How do we get what path max is? Something like this, and path max OS steps. Oh no, Linux limits. Is there like an include limits.h? Is that what I do? But yeah, and they will just include the thing that it's meant to do. Right, so now if we do init, it will say where it is. And if we just do it in the local, oh, I didn't like that. And if we did it something like that, I kind of would like it to say the actual path, but I think that's just getting a bit too over the top. I wonder why this wasn't doing it. stack use after scope. So that is because I have like that. Maybe I just want something like something like this. Because it would be kind of nice to say always where it is from. So we can have something like this. And maybe CWD, we'll call that CWD, and that's CWD. So if we can't get it, we'll just say it's there. Oh, yeah, I'll do something like this. And I think I will make this -1. And I don't know, I'm doing like some curse things. Because this is like, now we want to say whether if the I think, yeah, because the can sometimes just be not there. Otherwise, we'll do this, and that will also have on that. And so this, if the equal null, we'll have to maybe just have that original message. Otherwise, we can say that we did it at that point. And that's like really if like we can't get the thing. And then once we're done all that, it should be that. So if we do the cool. And what happens if we do user bin get see reinitialize. Ugh, right, I won't do that just quite yet, but for now we can do stuff like that. And if we are in like get and maybe just start actually. If we get in it there, it will say where it is. Cool. I like this. So I haven't really. I will stage that and stage that. Get the bug script. And what would this have in it? This is kind of just doing all the things. I kind of just want to say I've made this kind of do a thing. So this is make get init take directory option now directory. Cool. And so that didn't actually do anything towards like getting the cat file to go, but I guess I could well, there's no point doing it to there. I could try and get this. So we should have two things. I think I So just arg can be equal to arg. So that should get us a thing. And I think if arg equals minus p, this won't work. If str cmp r minus p equals 0, then we can say pretty equal true, and we'll have a boolean pretty equals false, and I guess we'll have a include std bool.h. We can bring that there. And what happens if we do this? We should probably take another arg. And at this point here, we should be able to like kind of make sure that this is a valid hash, maybe. Fix me check a valid hash. But I think I just want to get a quick win and like get the file. So what we should be trying to get is in here we should have an object at so maybe we'll open this sort of thing, and we kind of want the first two characters of the thing. So we kind of need to make a char object path, and this is going to be get objects, and it's going to be 2s and then %s. And can we do so this is going to be an ASPrintf, and can we do I kind of want just printf, but 3 things. We can do like say exactly where they are. So it'll be just $1, $1, and then we only have to pass it twice. $1, $1. So that is going to be our path name, and that is just going to be our so if our C is less than 0, we probably need to fix me display error. Otherwise, we can probably just return 1. Say maybe I'll do that because it will have something like that. We just want to make sure that we have it right. So now we have a path. If this is equal to no, something bad happened. Return 1. Ran out of memory. If std error ran out of memory, creating object string object path name, object path maybe. Do that. So what is going to happen now? We want to open object path, and how do we want to open this? We can kind of like just if open it, and if open just has that, and we can probably just do it with that. Though we could just do a lower level open. It's gonna do the same thing. It's just a bit different. So we'll have something like this, I think. And so here we would have int object fd, and that's going to equal that. And here, I mean, that probably returns a code return, -1 return if objects if we equal -1, then we probably can print out an error. We had something like that here, but this error failed to open an object file, and we can do the error code, and I'll probably maybe we can even pass it the object path, and we can do that. Otherwise, we have a thing. So now we kind of just need to read. While we can still read, we write out to things. So I guess we have a large-ish buffer. Maybe like 496, I don't know. Maybe we'll define a buffer size to be 496, and then that can be buffer size. So while read, so we need kind of a few things. Size t. This is going to be read, and we're going to read buffer, and we're going to read from a file script to buffer count. So this is going to be objects fd, and the count is going to be buff size. So this is going to return thing, and so this is just going to be while true. We've got bools already, or like while. No, I think I'll just do that. We're going to do a blocking read. So if ret equals 0, this means we can break. If ret equals -1, that means some error occurred. So we can probably say something like that. So this means we IO error reading object file, and it'll just tell me what the error was. Otherwise, once we have our ret, we need to basically, while ret is greater than 0, we need to write this out. So we want to write to just to standard out, actually, standard out file manner, something like that. And what do we want to write to this? We want to write buff and count. So our buff is going to be buff. Well, like, no, this is going to right equal this. So I think I want to change this ret to bytes, and this is going to be our buff plus. No, it's just going to be our buff, and it's going to be bytes. No, we still need like a pointer of some descript. So we can have a char star p equals buff. And here we can have p, and then p plus equal right ret. But first we should probably do some right equal to 0. If it's less than or equal to 0, well, if it's equal to 0, that means like standard out failed for some reason, and if it's less than 0, that means there's been IO error. I think both cases are good, but I think I want to change that to return and send there file replace, and then we just want to kind of do that and minus equal to right rec. And so when we do that, that will do that, and then we will go back and read another thing. And I think that will kind of just do the trick. So what we can do is do we do in here, we do a Codecrafters test. Is this what we want? And we can see whether it works. Right, I broke things. A is printf. Did we not actually? We can do things, right? So A is printf takes the string pointer, then it returns a thing. So if this to object path, if this equals -1, then do some things. Right, so now if we do that, right, so we can't do this. That's all right. Well, we can if we change some compile flags, but if we just pass it twice, that should be there. Pretty set not used, that's all right. What we could do is just do the old trick, avoid pretty. It's used up there. And so now I kind of want to go into shell and do that test again, see if it worked. It compiles now, but surely it kind of works. The compile is gross. Don't know why it's doing it. We don't have ASPrintf. Is that something that you just don't have? Right, so ASPrintf, do we have to kind of make our own thing? We have to define GNU source maybe before doing it. Define GNU source. We'll just say that we have it. And if we go Codecrafters test now, will you do it? I hate like how it's hitting compilation errors when so we can't do this ASPrintf. All right, so how do we go about doing that instead? So we are saying that it is going to be precisely, so it's going to be like this length. So how much is that? It's 21 with the quotes, and it's really going to be 2 digits there, and then let's have a look see at get objects and like that one thing. No, that isn't what I wanted. I wanted this, and like maybe find there, and So it's going to be something this big. So how long is that big? It's 54 characters. So we would make object path equal to malloc 55 characters. This is saying that we have to be in this dirt. So maybe let me check in right dir. And so because of that, we now be able to do an sprintf. Sprintf like exists. And sprintf will take our string and do some things. So we can take that and it will just do that. And so I guess how long is just the hash? Oh, that knocks off 2 characters. That's frustrating. So this is 38. So yeah, it's like a 40 character long hash. So if str len of not equal to 40, do a thing. So because of that, how do I go about doing things? We kind of want to we can do that. We can just say don't do that. And this means that we're only going to be printing 38 of those, and it shouldn't go more. So if this is printf is returning -1, that's perfect. And if object path not equal to null, that's when we actually want to do that error. And if this like um yeah, like I feel like if it is positive it will have the correct number of things. Right, so that reckons it works. And so I guess my problem was it's not letting me test because their systems did something different. Right, so now we got that. Ran out of memory creating an object path. That's like interesting. So that's maybe in this path. We'll just like add a thing. So that's the first one. That's kind of interesting. If object path e equals now, we want to do that. So if we did that test again, that might have passed this. This is just cat command. Failed to open that file. Now, so it hasn't put a slash in. Yeah, like this is printing too much, I guess. So I guess how do I want to go about this? Because I don't get it. Like it's printing the whole string. So that E8, E1. So it is getting that second part correct. But yeah, the E8, I don't know why it is printing the whole thing if I am. Oh no, so this is saying that it has that. But yeah. Um yeah. Cool. So what I kind of need to do is just do something like this. Oh, I don't know. I kind of like need to do that and then object path of like maybe strlen of like maybe this can be chart start equals dot get slash objects slash um, objects the, and we can call this CSS and maybe without the slash, and then we do that objects the, and so here we can say at the length of the string. So say if it was 1, the first thing would be like the one after it. So it's kind of like it should be pointing at this a dash here, I think. So what I can do here is +1 equals arg, and here +2 equals maybe I can call these by their things, something like that. And what does this test do? So this should hopefully get the right thing. Oh yeah, it didn't like that. Right, so we didn't do a semicolon. Forgive me. Just getting dinner organized. Right, what did this say? It printed something quite odd. It printed something quite odd, I have to say. And so that is after it reading a bunch of things and then writing a bunch of things. Whoa. What are we opening up? Just print that error. B786. So it looks like it is doing the right thing, but then this is not right. So this is because yeah. So I think so we should have a get objects like that thing, and inside there it's got like random data. I mean, it's kind of got known data, but if I go get cat file minus p of that, and maybe do that instead. Right, so here it will say this is what this is, and maybe if we look at something like the maybe we can look at the license file. And so if we did that instead, so that just cats out the file. And so if we look at git objects, and what it would be f3 f3 slash a3 something, and that has random data. So it's not something that you're expecting as that. So I guess the object storage is going to tell me something. It's compressed using zlib. All right. Well, fun. I might look at doing zlib. Maybe it's kind of like how I did char1 in the BitTorrent one. But I think this is somewhat working. I didn't want to close that. I thought I was going to... I thought I was still in the thing. Maybe if we go here. Yeah. So what do we have here? We basically added the start of things, but I think here I need to fix the lib decompress. Quite an important one, that one. This one, that, and that. Thanks. Cool. So that can be just all added. You're right. Yeah, cool. We can add up this and add start of cat file. Needs the compression. There'll be another thing. So yeah, if we git push that, we can user bin git push it's because like come on. Right, so it's because I've got my alias set up. So if we right, we're switched on test. I guess I could maybe just push that up to GitHub as a test branch, because it isn't currently working. So it will be on the old test, which will show up. But yeah, I think that's good. This is kind of cool, but it's got some issues. zlib decompression. Need to work out that. Anyway, thanks for watching this far. Has been a bit of a longer video. Struggling with low-level C stuff sometimes happens, but it is what it is. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time. See ya.